Good morning, students. Now, today we continue with the last session. In the last class, we were exclusively discussing about the importance of marketing mix. Generally, marketing mix means we need to consider only 4 P's: product, price, place, promotion. But because of the unexpected growth in the service sector led to include 3 more P's into the already available 4 P's. What are those? People, process, and physical evidence. Okay. So these 7 P's ultimately decides the course of action for any policy maker, decision maker regarding to reach the set goals of that particular organization. Hence, the 7 P's or else the 4 P's. 4 P's means in the manufacturing products. If you include 3 P's also, these 7 P's becomes tools to plan marketing activities under the service sector. Okay. So altogether these 7 P's are going to show the impact that as far as the growth of the organization is concerned. This is a very, very important discussion what we had in the last class. So, including this, today we are going to discuss one more very, very important topic. So, which is nothing but marketing program, or else the one more name is marketing plan. As you all already aware that marketing is nothing but right from the production of the goods, right from the offering of the service to the customer, and finally the ultimate form what it reaches to the customer. All these intermittent activities are called as marketing activities. Understand? If these activities are not pre-planned, not interconnected in a what you called exclusive way by prefixing the standards, understand, it may not lead to achieve your set goals. Many a times I told you that the main intention of marketing management is nothing but to see the growth of the organization in terms of what we call profits and as well as expansion of the company. Okay. Hence the marketing program or else the marketing plan is going to be an inevitable thing, unavoidable activity which is mandatory as far as the life of the organization is concerned. A very, very important activity. So how do you define the marketing program or as a marketing plan? It is a blueprint that outlines how a company will implement its marketing strategy and use a combination of resources to achieve business objectives, including sales targets or customer acquisition. Here, different technical terms are there. Let us discuss, let us understand what do you mean by all these things. Let us come to the final sentence. What is that? Objectives, which include sales targets and as well as the customer acquisition. These two are actually supposed to direct the course of the what to call the entire company itself. Sales targets. So prefixing the sales target for any company is a very, very required thing. Unless you have that set target, what will be there, you may not be in a position to grab the existing, demand, the existing opportunity as far as the market is concerned. As you all know that since day before yesterday, before that, you had very much observed that in the various medias like print media, visual media, understand, through the public announcements, you will be observing that so many discounts were offered by the companies, especially that Amazon online company. It's an opportunity because generally on independent, I mean to say, yesterday was what is that, Republic Day. So these are two very, very important days like Independence Day, Republic Day. Generally we recall our patriots and the way they actually fought for the freedom. So what happens? So while recalling all those things, you will be in a different fervor. It's a kind of opportunity to attract the customers, not to increase their sales also for any company. Special discounts they will offer. Understand? And by that, what will be there? They are acquainting the customers. They are increasing their new customer base. Always remember that in a business, besides retaining your old customers, always you have to look forward to increase that existing customers base. There are different strategies are there to attract a new customer and as well as to retain the old customer. You will be observing generally if you go to restaurants, after finishing, what is that, lunch, whatever may be, okay, they ask to fill up a small questionnaire. So in that questionnaire they will be asking you whether you like our service or not, whether food is good or not, if at all any special instructions are there, they request you to provide. And besides that, they ask your address, your email and your cell phone number, contact number. So from that day onwards, based upon the situation, they will be sending, communication to you, like a happy birthday wishes, a Republic Day wishes, understand, any festival is there, wishes on that particular day, and they let you know on that special events, any discounts are going on, and also specially they will treat you sometimes as a privileged customers. They offer you special discounts also. What do you call that? These are all the strategies to retain the old customers. Same way, if they want to increase the base of the new customers, for them they need to apply a new variety kinds of strategies, like special payment schemes, credit-based schemes, understand? Huge reductions, besides product, any other freebies, extra gifts, understand? Such a way what they do, they try to attract the new customers also. It is also part and parcel of the marketing program or else a plan. Overall, if you think, the marketing plan is a blueprint. Where do you find a blueprint? Generally you find in the hands of a civil engineer, or else I would say architect. So before construction of any big construction, they have all the things on a paper, understand? Let us suppose a multi-storied building you need to build. They have all the plan on the paper, how many doors are required, how many windows are required, staircase should be in which direction, what should be the size of the floor, understand? How much except it is going to be, square feet it is going to be occupied. All this information will be provided, including directions. Like east, west, north, south. Understand? So what you call that one as a blueprint. Same way, the marketing program is going to become as a blueprint to the marketing policy makers, marketer, or else I would say marketing manager, in simple words, which guides them as this is the way. Yes, this is the new segment of the market. Till now, we never entered into this market. Okay. So, how to introduce our product, especially this, segmented kind of, customers. I already told you, segmentation means separating the market. Demographical segmentation will be there, psychological segmentation would be there. Understand? So based upon their income levels, age groups, their thinking ability, understand? They'll segment what you call the customer base and they choose what is the right product to target them. You'll be observing, let us take two-wheelers itself. Sports bikes would be there, family bikes would be there. Sports bike generally targeted to the students. So that KTM bike is there, you all know very well. Most of the time, such bikes preferred by students because they enjoy to have more speed, more acceleration in the vehicle. Let us take Activa. Most of the time, the middle-aged people will drive that one. What they require? They required, besides that comfort needs in the driving, more balance and special room to provide what you called to store goods also. So Activa is going to be targeted to one age group and these KTM like sports bikes are going to be targeted to one more age group. As you all know that actually this marketing policy starts from right from the conception of what to call the product. What is that product actually required for the customers? How do you find? Observe the problems of the people, that's it. Noting down the time is a problem. Yes, created wristwatch. So in the summer, what is required? Shelter is required. Best one, create a umbrella. Protection to the feet is required. Create footwear. That's it. Roti, kapra or makan. These are the basic things, basic needs. Everything is related to these three things. If you understand the problems of the customers, it's very easy to identify the solution to them. All those ideas forms into a product. In the next semester, you are going to understand how to formulate a product. Various stages are there. Collection of the ideas, streaming all those ideas, going for a prototype of the product, understanding that what you called financial benefits, and finally they are going to release that product into the market. Various stages. So like that, what do you mean by marketing program or a marketing plan? It is a blueprint. So regarding marketing strategies. Okay. Now how do you have the marketing program? Various stages are there. All those stages are interconnected and created a branch diagram like this. Okay. So where actually the marketing program starts from the target market plus marketing mix. Just now I was explaining. What is a market? It's a physical existence, geographical area where you find customers for your product. A bench cars showroom cannot be opened in the outskirts of the city. Customers will not come to you. Those kinds of showrooms you need to open where you find the customers, where you find the rich people. Generally, in Hyderabad, where do you find the rich people? In the Jubilee Hills, in the Banjara Hills. Now, present day, if you see in Manikonda, Gachibowli, in those areas, you will be finding the people with what you call, handsome salaries. So you need to open the showrooms in such a kind of marketplaces. Then it is easy to target the customers. And also what is required? Appropriate marketing mix is required. 4 P's or 7 P's. If service kind of business you are going to offer, you need to think of that extra 3 P's also. Like people, physical existence, and as well as the process. Like gym centers are there. You will be observing nowadays it is also one of the profitable businesses. Most of the times the young entrepreneurs will be opening gym centers. Big buildings would be there. Terrace is going to be very much open. They will provide a shelter over there, and besides that, everybody of us becoming health conscious. So, operating gym kind of business comes under what kind of, what you call sector? A service providing sector. So, besides fitting those equipments which are ultra modern, okay, what you need to see? You need to look forward the kind of customers are going to visit, and the way you are giving service to them, like appointing special coach for different problems, how to reduce obese, a modern days problem nowadays. Everybody, most of the people are suffering with this obese, overweight. If you put on overweight, what happens? It leads to many more problems. BPs, sugars, all these things are going to be uncontrollable. What do you call this? Marketing mix. So what is the first starting stage? Target market and marketing mix. Appropriately you mix up, then you can create a marketing strategy. What is a strategy? Strategy is nothing but your idea, your approach, your steps to reach to your goal. Suppose that you want to get a job in a very good MNC after finishing your MBA. From now onwards, you should have those plans, how to get that knowledge. What are the ways to get what you call that perfect knowledge? What are the techniques? Understand? So it becomes what you call strategy for your education. Same way, marketing strategy means set of ideas, goals, processes, which generally set by marketing department. So this is the new market. So the product should be targeted in such a manner. The price range should be between 5,000 to 10,000. So most of the customers what we are going to target are students. So students, in the sense, most of the time their income levels are very meager. Generally they won't have income, they will be depending on the parents, guardians. How to target them? This marketing strategy, that second level should mix up with control procedures and as well as the time related kind of details. What are control procedures? The control procedures are nothing but the first step is setting the objectives. What are your objectives in pursuing MBA to settle in your life? happily. For that, you should have good income, peaceful life. These are the objectives. Generally, for a company, the objectives means to get more profits, to improve customer base, to expand the business. What do you call that? One of the aspect under control procedure. Set standards. That is also most important. Let us suppose that a wristwatch company is there, Rolex watch, very, very world famous Swiss maker, Switzerland watch company, this one. These watches are so much costly. Okay? So why? Because they have that standards, generations together they function. Like 10 years, 15 years, it's not at all a matter of time to them to give the service. Because such kind of standards they maintain. So based upon the quality, whatever you are going to maintain, the standards can also be set. So fixing standards are very, very important. What is a standard? It's nothing but the preconditions which should be reached by the produced product or else rendering service. So after setting objectives and setting standards, next thing is under controlling procedures, you need to compare that derived results, whether conforming with the standards or not. You produced a watch of worth 25,000. Whether that watch really worth of 25,000, you need to get that information through the customer's opinion. If that is not that much worthy, what will be there? You are going to lose goodwill in the minds of the customers. They will not purchase your products. And finally, what is that? Accordingly, you need to make the corrections and alterations. So these are all called the control procedures. What are those? Setting the objectives, setting the standards, comparing the results with that of the standards, and finally, if at all any corrections, alterations are there, you need to take care of. So by combining marketing strategy with that of the control procedures, sticking to that time, next level is going to be the marketing plan and as well as the other marketing plans. What is a marketing plan? It's a comprehensive document. Comprehensive document means every action will be mentioned in step-by-step manner. What you need to do. Yes, product will be produced like this. That will be stored here. That will be packaged like this, and that will be sent to this particular North India, South India to reach what you call this particular market. So like every step would be there. So what you call that? Market plan. So marketing plan is a comprehensive document which outlines company's overall marketing efforts, what the company is doing. So you should have comprehensive marketing plan, and as well as you need to supposed to compare with other marketing plans also, like advertising would be there. Retention activities will be taking place of your customer base. And the social media usage kind of, plannings are also might be taking place. All these things you need to club. So, readily available information, you are mixing with of the what you call latest information also. Then finally it becomes a full-fledged marketing program. a very, very important, director, path shower as far as what you call the company's future is concerned. Okay? So, marketing program is just like a blueprint. Everything will be what you call visible to you, what you need to do. Okay? So, what are the factors which influence the marketing program or the plans? Generally, just now I told you, a written document outlines marketers' experience about the market. As far as the factors which affects the marketing program is concerned, those can be categorized into 4 categories. One is called internal factors, the second one is industrial factors, national factors, the third one, and the fourth one is international factors. Let us discuss the first one, internal factors. Within the company, observing various variables and taking out the valuable information for the marketing program. Like, what is our company's size? That is most important. MNCs are there. Okay, multinational companies. Production unit will be in one country, administration unit will be in one more country. Understand? Their sizes are considered to be huge. I'll tell you, Ford company. Ford company size, such a way used that few big cities also cannot be compared with them. So the next is the product line. What is a product line? The product line is nothing but the group of products which are targeted in the market under the same brand. Let us take Muscati. What they sell? They sell milk under Muscati brand name. They sell ghee. They sell related products with the same brand, Muscati. What do you call that? The product line. So under product line, much deviation would be there in the actual ingredients of the products. That you need to understand. Like you take financial condition. This is one more internal factor. Let us suppose you want to produce altogether a new product. You should have financial resources. The technology availability, machinery, all this comes under internal factors. Industrial factors. All degree colleges, engineering colleges, schools comes under education industry. What is an industry? Industry is nothing but the pool of companies which operates under that particular umbrella. Steel industries, Tata Steel is there. Okay. There are so many other industries are there. Like steel industry would be there, IT industry would be there. Under IT industry, what do you get? There are so many software companies are there. Like Apple company is there, Microsoft is there, Tata Consultancy is there. All comes under IT industries. Industry is a wider way if you compare the same kind of activities. So, under industrial factors, the most important thing you need to consider is competition. Always the TCS will be comparing with that of what you call the Microsoft. The Microsoft always will be comparing with that of what you call the Infosys, like XYZ things will be compared. Then only they will grow. You see, in a class also healthy competition is required. If only one student is there, you never get the knowledge. You need to compare your improvement, development day by day with your co-students. Same way here too. How these companies are maintaining relationship within that industry. A very important thing. Muscati should have relationship with what you call Vijaya milk produce company. Say after all, government company, they should have good relationships. Heritage, one more company related to milk production and milk product sales. There are so many other companies are there. You should grow and you should maintain good relations with other vertical companies of the same industry. That is called industrial factors. The next one is the national factors, country level. How the government is providing facilities for the companies. What are the regional development? Let us take regional developments here, South India, North India. And few days back, our Telangana minister given a statement that the government is not supporting for what you called companies establishments in the north, what you call South India. They are preferring most of the time the North India. How much truth is there? That we need to come. We need to understand. But what is the meaning there? Regional developments. And the next one is the gross domestic product. This is a very, very important factor for actually the foreign companies to get into your country. Foreign policies are there. They check this GDP. If healthy GDP is there, then only they prefer to establish their branches in India. IMS, International Monetary Systems, research and development, peace and safety, these aspects regarding what we call international factors are concerned. So all these things are going to be affect what is that? The marketing program. So internal factors, industrial factors, national factors, and as well as the international factors. Okay. So today this discussion is enough, and I am stopping here. Thank you so much. Have a good day.